What is up, legends? We are back, and what I want to do in this video actually is a little bit truncated, and I want to show you what happens when I log in. Basically, I did a few things before I thought to actually do this video because I saw a comment. Um, but yeah, they want to know what happens when I log in, basically literally from the start going up until when I'm done playing in the day. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it from the beginning. Obviously the middle is going to be kind of boring, so we're not going to show that, and then I'm going to show you at the end where I end up basically. So this is 1:30 in the morning right now. What is this, Wednesday? 1 second. It's Wednesday the 20th in the morning. Actually it's on the top left of the screen. You literally can see it now. So from the first thing that I look at basically is all the goodies that you get, and one thing in particular that I want to focus on is this item right here. You get at 7 days. If you've been logged in 7 days, obviously everybody 7 days is probably going to pick something. By the time they see this video, it's going to be too late for what I'm about to say. But for everybody else who's a day behind or re-rolling or whatever else, or the new people coming in, this is going to be pretty important. So what you want to do for this is gauge what character you actually need and why you actually need that character. So for the most part, what I am going to do is I am going to pick a character that's going to help my bond. And that's two characters, which is Zawa, who I don't have, and Stara, who I don't have right here. Is either one of the two. You can go for trying to dupe a character if you want, a character that you're using, so on and so forth. But me, I want more links. So how do you find more links? What you can do is you can head over into Complex, you can head over into Showroom and look at Library, and you get a gist right here. So you see, basically, I need Zawa, and I need Stara. And you see right here what their links are. Now this is all when deployed, so just keep that in mind if you're gonna actually use a character, and then you know what's gonna go for. Now Star, her link is good with Set, character I like, obviously, but not that useful unless I actually have a Zawa too, and I can't do that. It's going to be one or the other. But again, we're looking for links because that is also, you know, useful and power that pushes things up. On top of that, having a newer character is going to push my universal data link up, basically, and allow me to get more stats across the board, which is going to boost my account. Remember what I keep reiterating to you guys: account power and scaling. The most important thing in this game, more so than chasing dupes and characters. You kind of like want to have everybody, so you keep pushing your data level up. So what we're gonna do right now, in front of you, what are we at right now? 765. Very good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick Stara. Again, you could pick somebody that you know, like you don't have, that will fit your team and that will fill something out. Like if you have like a 4-set bonus going on, you need a 5th character, go for that. You don't have to worry about what I'm doing right now. I already have 5, and technically I have 6, but what I need right now is I need to keep pushing out. So we'll do this. All right, a little bit of power right there brings her in. We have her in right here, so we'll head over to here and to Complex, to Showroom. Almost 10k of a jump on that, just for, you know, bringing her in. That brings up all my characters get 13k basically HP, and then damage of 1.4 across the board for everybody. So that was, for me, that was worth it, because you definitely always want to just keep continuing to bring in new characters to keep giving you that bonus, because it's almost automatically going to give you a bonus. You want to make sure that you have as many friends as you want, as you can actually get, because you're going to get stamina for that. Very useful. Definitely do your 10-day. Always do your 10-day, because you may actually get characters here. I think that's a purple, but that's fine, because that's also affecting my universal power. Let's do this. Let's bring this in for more power. Notice every little bit counts, so every little bit goes up. I'll take that. That counts too. Moving towards more currency down there on the bottom. All right, so I did a little bit of cleanup. Let's head over to this. Now, this is day 7. Obviously, I'm ahead of that. Most of you guys are probably going to be 44 going to 46, so you're probably going to be on day 7 going to this. Probably by at the end of day 7, you'll be 46 maybe. We'll just go ahead in here, and we'll bring Niz in. I believe I have Niz already, though. This will definitely be a dupe, and I'll be able to just knock all that out. And what is this right here? We'll get a pick, which this is very good, because you can use this to kind of like fill out if you have any purple epic gear that you've been working on and building up over time. You be able to basically get a piece and fill it out. You also get a free piece today, day 7. They give you a box day 7. Oh, it says new, so I did not have her. So that's going to be more power, basically. Claim mode. What did I not do? Did I really not do 2 cage fights? I'm not spending currency for that. It's just going to be an L. It's just going to be an L. Let's head over here to preparation race. Okay. 1,500 on the point side. Nice. And then we get East Rise, which is good. How many do I have of this? 480, 480, 280. Oh, I'm nowhere close to anything. That's fine. But again, remember I told you, this is the reason why you don't be saving. There is so much power in this. Like, if you just ignore this, like, I'm waiting for Levia, you gonna be so weak, yo. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Everybody else, like, you gotta have people who are free to play, who play like 1 time a week beating you. That's not it. That's not it. That's not, just don't. If anybody gave you the idea of saving, don't. I'm telling you, don't. And somebody who went from end game multiple times, just don't. And free to play, I did it, in the SJ, I did it completely free to play, because I didn't feel like changing my IP over to pay, and like, absolutely not. That's too much work. All right, so remember I told you about the box. Where did the box go? Or did I? No, actually the box is automatic. I just remembered. What I do for this almost every single time, modification protocol. Every time. I let the stamina stick there. I don't really need to do that right now. We're not going to be progressing. People do ask where I'm at in the story. Bam, 41. And I got smacked by something. I could have did it. I could have, like, messed around and forced it and did it, but when you get smacked, it ain't worth it. Just in my opinion. Just go gear up or something and then come back, because you're just gonna get smacked the next fight after that. So it's not worth the frustration. Heading over into Syndicate, what you're gonna start doing is start paying attention to hit your tribute right here. Start gifting guildies. I'll try to gift different people. I haven't gifted you yet. You're almost at 1 million. Congrats. Same thing with Ghost. I haven't done Ghost yet. I have done Loser, Yorha, Everdeem, El Bobo. I have not. Okay. Use high energy. This is just kind of like I think I'll help out right here. We'll hit him with the 5. Oh, I don't have enough for that. So we'll hit him with the 3. Bam! And we'll just come back later. All right, so snatch. So we have the crusade. You just pretty much head in. I'm not gonna prolong because it's literally just me going to skip. You go and fight and you get the rewards. Make sure that you take advantage of this and come in and actually play. Don't forget, because the cooldown starts basically from, I think, 12, and you can basically like just not wake up and play this game, obviously, because that's not what a lot of people do. I'm only doing this now because of this video. Normally I wouldn't even be here right now, for being honest, at this time frame. But make sure that you remember, because I did that the second day. I didn't actually come and play until like maybe 2 p.m. because I know I was out of stamina and I missed this. So just be careful, because you'll miss out on that. Then you have deadlift. This is, of course, is according to how good your guild is and how strong everybody is. You can just come in and kind of like just help out, see where everything is at. They apparently knocked everything out on this. So we're on to the next one, and obviously the better your guild is, the more rewards that you'll be getting out of this. So getting a good guild, be a little friendly. And we'll just smash that and do our best right here. Try to support everything evenly, even though East Rise is probably going to be the highest right now, mainly because a lot of people just have East Rise. So I'm gonna head over here to Nebu. That's the case somebody is actually using it, and help out a little bit over there, because East Rise is probably going to be done. It maxes at 10. And I think that's about it, because today's Wednesday, so we're not doing last line of defense today on that. And everything else is fine. Syndicate Hall is just guild stuff, so you don't really have to worry about that unless you're a guild leader. Obviously, you want to head in and do all of this stuff as soon as possible and knock things out. You want to go as far as you can on patrol, specifically, which one? Harvest. Essentially, if there's anything that you need to do to push this along, just do it. Don't do the weaker one, do the stronger one. Obviously, I can't unlock anything else. The next one is level 55, which is far from now. That's like a whole week from now, basically. So you just come in and just snatch all this stuff up. And then over here, the same type of thing. This one's level 60. Jesus. With 180 on tribute points, I'll take that. I definitely like that. I wish I could do more, but that's pretty much all I'm going to get out of that. And then everything else is kind of like you just build and figure out where you need to go. I just unlocked this one yesterday, so I doubt, unless I call on people to come and help me, that I could do it. Don't random, because people random come in with like 200k because they don't know any better. No, not 200k, but they're gonna come in at like what the base minimum, and you're not gonna win like that, because unless you're like OP and just console it. So most likely I'm gonna try Countryside to see if I can get people in to come do that, but if I can't do that, then I'll just do Shady Building. Fine. And then Chimera Contact, which is relatively interesting. And like I tried to warn you guys to worry about your account power more so over character dupes, because that's where this comes in handy. As you can see, we got the one-on-one on each one because of account power. And over here, let's see what we get goodies wise. We have a bunch of people. This is everybody who just woke up. And decided to knock everything out. but it's good because their first clears give us goodies, so ain't even mad about it, and give me free summons in the weapon slot. All right, so heading to over here, what you want to do obviously is you're not going to be able to use your really strong characters. You bring in your neoliths, and also again why I put the importance on getting these 6 weapons, because this is where you're going to actually need them, because they're going to buff your characters that you don't normally actually use. So let's see who we are stuck with over here. We are really stuck purple wise over here, but it's fine. We got a gorilla right here, so we'll bring her in. Babs can be in front. That's all, pretty much all we got for this. All right, so 420k, not bad. Now they do have weapons for them, but we ain't doing that. We gonna do this and this. We got power go up. And there's those 6 weapons again. Look at that jump right there, boy. On characters, on like, this is bootleg characters right here. 541k for the bootleg characters. And then obviously they'll make you come here. Skip! We ain't watching that. And then you hit that battle speed up. And just keep pushing through. And it's good to do this because what happens is now you overlap and come back again to the other side again, the next fight. So, and you keep building up your passive basically on the stuff that you get idle. So I hope you guys paid close attention. This is the main reason why because I had somebody DM me. He's like, well, why doesn't it matter if you don't get the actual thing, and then why should I stop summon? This is why, because there's going to be multiple things like this in the game where these 6 weapons, you technically don't actually need to do anything else beyond this point. Now, granted, you do want to get the weapons, so that's kind of like icing on the cake, but these right here, I actually never have to do it again after this, as long as I just keep leveling these, and of course if they get dupes and stuff like that. But it's essentially gear, and big time gear, stat sticks, that's super important. So just keep that in mind going forward, that once you have these, you're set. You can go back to characters and then come back to this later at your own discretion when you feel the need to actually do that. But this will help you in the multiple areas of combat, not just this. On top of there's just like a passive thing that they have as well in the showroom. And again, you head over and bam. So like good to go, right? And of course, just getting your passive up right here. Don't quit processing until the end of the day. Just the end of the day. You don't do that now. That's a negative for right now. You see like the yield and stuff like that. You just let it rock. And you come back to this later if you want to. I usually come back to this towards the end of the day after I'm done with everything else, because that's going to affect how much power I have. You could do it now. I could probably just steamroll through it now, but it's boring, so I just leave it for the end, pretty much. You have host purification. You always, the usual. Just make sure that your purification is always on cooldown. And then once you get to 46, you can just kind of like make it really quick. You ain't even got to go in there. Like, man, I got it down to 1. I don't need to pay attention no more. Somebody hit me. Hey, he knocked me out of the top 100. That's not right. Which will happen this time of day because everybody is like wilding at the 12 o'clock midnight reset, and of course they get all the power, everything else, and that's usually when you're going to get hit by somebody. The same thing over here. Once you get to the point of actually going pretty far down into this, all you really gotta do is hit that quick battle real quick, and it'll just do it for you. See how far down I go. Okay. And we're down to 18 right now, and then from here you just kind of like pick it up and kind of like work your way through, figure out your bonuses and everything else. Cage fight, obviously, you saw I was just down to 114. This is where things start to get harder. Mostly people are already started playing everything else, so they're gonna be between 800 and 900, and that's my goal for the day. I have to actually come up with that to start progressing and start getting back down to over here. Like, I could probably get to 90. I could beat this person. I could beat 92 as well. You don't want to like go incrementally. You want to go as far as you can and start looking at who you're fighting, and if you can counter them relatively easy. I probably can't beat 74, 59, or 54. I could probably beat a 1K though, depending on where their characters are. So you have to look and see where characters are, if you can actually take them out. And like, say like this right here, if I was stronger, what I would do is I would aim for that Kiki. Because I'm not like, it depends on how strong their Xeon is in the back right there, but I would aim for that Kiki and take the Kiki out. And that would probably base you to win. Also, another reason why you should always level your gear and your characters evenly and have more than one carry character. Because if you just have one character, like let's say like my like if I strictly just rely solely on Icon all the time, like no, she's obviously the strongest, but what I did is I make people pick. You gotta pick, dog. Icon, well, technically Kiki is the strongest, but Icon is what she is. She's built more towards a burst DPS. I make you pick. You gotta choose who you're gonna take. AoE ain't gonna kill both of them either, so you have to choose which one your Kiki is gonna go after, and the other one's gonna be free to go free, unless you hit me with the blind, which is why people like Zawa. If I get hit with if the person, I hate that if Zawa's first, I'm killing that Zawa immediately. Like if I see that, oh, I'm changing my lineup. Zawa die immediately. Kiki going first and get her up out of here. So, but it just depends on where she's at. Like there's different strategies that you can actually use and stuff like that. Oh, we got a bonus. Oh, because I got Starrer now, I can actually use this, which is another, I actually forgot about this, and this is a good thing that I paid attention to this. Obviously I use Dina and Icon, so along with Starrer, I can start doing this and start pushing power up. So watch this. Y'all be asking like how I be doing that. Like, do you be spending? You don't gotta spend. You just have to have the knowledge, yo. Just the knowledge. Now again, this is all scaling. So even when I get flat stats, on top of that, the flat stats are going to be worth more because they're getting scaling up right now. Bam. All right. So as you can see, now they got that particular scaling. But if you look at Nico, Starrer, Shelly, and Fenrir, they're really low. Dina's actually really low too. I didn't know she was that low. As far as their affection. So, being that we know that, all right. So we need Starrer first. Bam. All right, so that's 4 up on that. All right, so the next one would be Nico. I'm not gonna have much left though, so maybe we'll get her to 3. Not even. Yeah, we got her to 3. Shelly? All right. This will probably be it with Shelly though. Yeah, that's it for Shelly. We'll get more stuff later on, obviously PvP and everything like that. Look at that power just going up, baby. All right, so now you thought we was done. We ain't done. Now we'll bring it in this in. That's another 3-6. Because I don't see, now I have 14 links. MC doesn't do anything. Stara doesn't do anything either for this, because I don't have the characters out that that link would go into. So it's just fine the way it is. Also, evenly coming in 13, 13, 13, 13, 12. You want to keep doing this evenly as well, because basically it's just incrementally pushing your team up, so you have survivability on the team. Obviously, you could kind of like try to max one character, but it gets more expensive. You actually gain less power doing that, believe it or not, because it just gets more and more expensive and that one character goes up. But then if that one character dies, what the rest of your team gonna do? So like that, it's not really worth doing all that unless you can go like hardcore, like if you're whaling or something like that, that you can build Icon up to the point where she just basically will one-shot the entire side of the field. Like that's power gaming right there, basically, like whale gaming. And us free to play the casual, that we don't live in that world. That doesn't work. So if you try to do that with Icon, like let's say if I try to do that, we got Icon 200k and everybody else is like 100, 120. All that's gonna happen is Icon's gonna die basically, and then everybody else is just dead automatically. And then you got to brick the count. That's how it works. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna move on, and I'm gonna show you where I'm at when I'm done with everything, and then that'll probably be like the end of the video after I've done like with everything that I do throughout the day later on, after all the stamina and everything else like that. So it's gonna look like it's all happening like back to back, but it's pretty much gonna be the course of a whole day. So see you soon. All right guys, so here we are, looking good, right? Looking good. We are at 846 right now. So let's talk about what happened to kind of help out. So the 7-day actually gives you a box, and that box will give you combat gear. And what I did is I went in with Shiyu and gave Shiyu a little bit of combat gear, which helped out her tank stuff because I didn't have that at this point, and that gave me a nice boost as far as equipment. Ooh, excuse me. And that allowed me to rotate some gear around. So I'm starting to get out of the normal, not this gear, not this, like not this Challenger over here, not that. But I was, for a long time I was using like the first gear before all of this, which is like bootleg. But now we're starting to get out of it. It's a slow process, obviously. And a lot of it came from preparation race, thankfully. I hope they have another event like this, because this event is amazing if you actually just go through all of it and you know the stack, like, you know, just knocking it out is just perfect. I really do hope that they wait, where am I at in this? I really do hope they have something else after this. I don't remember another one after this, but I'm on 259. Okay. Obviously, the race before that right there is a little bit more towards the pay to win side, because obviously, if you're duping a whole lot, which I'm not because I don't whale, so that's, I spin because I got the procurement pack, and the procurement pack basically gives me stamina every day, and I didn't see any point in the other stuff. However, I probably will in the future when I need to, when I just can't get any other currency, and if they still have those $14.99 packs there's 3 of them, they still have them, I'll pick one of them up to get currency. Like if Levia, that's probably the only time I'm probably going to do that. And they'll probably put her out here relatively soon, because she's a money getter. Just her look alone is a money getter on top of what she actually does. So then we'll probably see her somewhere coming out here soon. Outside of that, maybe the battle pass, but I haven't yet, because I looked at the battle pass and I'm like, and then there's the event battle pass. I don't even care about that either. So let's just go ahead and, well, I don't have any summons right now for today, because I use my stuff on stamina for today, and like maybe I'll summon tomorrow or something like that, but I use it on stamina today to try to get the 49 and failed. I'm probably going to get it now because of the recharge stamina that you get, the 100, and that pushed me over, so I'm over capped right now, which is fine because I'm about to just get rid of it really fast. And that'll put me at 49, but I wanted to get to 50, but that's not going to happen at this point. Now, I will address something now. Like you guys saw, and some people were actually commenting on the last video. And I would say to the person, like, actually listen to the things I'm saying, because the person was like, you said you can get 6 weapon summons in one day, and that's not what I said. You guys know that's not what I said. Over the course of 3 videos, I literally got those weapon summons and got the characters together. Now, got the weapons together. For the most part, there is a swing in this game, and you end up with, like, let's say the swing in the beginning at the least favorable, you're going to be around 350k in power. However, if you get to level 44 on your account and you get it as quick as I did, and I'll explain how I did it quick, just in case of people are lost. So you head over here to arms. Now, a number of things can happen, and the reason why I said you must, if you care, casual, free to play, about doing content faster. Even if you get unlucky in this, it's still faster than you doing it a different way. I went in and got Icon's weapon immediately. So I didn't have to spend a lot of time doing this. Like, I just came in here, got the 10 summon, and immediately got that. Now, I didn't actually have to spend any currency on that. And the person was like, how do you get, like, you free to play, the casual don't have currency for that. You spent and everything else like that. You're not telling everybody you spent. Like, bro, I got a whole ass buyer guide video. What you mean I ain't tell people that I spent? like, I don't think I don't think he's new either. I don't think he's new. So maybe you missed that video. I got it got like 4,000 views on it right now, a bunch of likes and stuff like that. I literally showed you the video where I bought stuff. Like, so how did I not tell people like that? Like, I'm not like that. I'm gonna say, like, I spent on stuff, but that has nothing to do with this. This is a process. This is a point in the game that everybody is going to get to, and that is freely open to everybody, that you have to have the mindset, no matter what, you need to get these 6 weapons and then get out of there. That has nothing to do with spending anything. That everybody has to do it. Well, you don't have to, but it's in your best interest to do it, as I've shown. So when you head over here to patrol, if you go into early access, this is dependent on how good your server actually is. The first clears, for the most part, people who have done that, and depending on where they're at, you're going to get weapon summons basically for, you know, what everybody does. So obviously if people, you know, knock stuff out, as you guys can see right here with like the way this person is, you get free summon, maybe like 1 or 2 or something like that, depending on how good your server is and how far along they are in the hybrid expedition, because it rotates back. And then, you know, now the next time around we're going to be going from 101 to 200 and stuff like that. And as fast as people do it, you know, whoever does it first on the server, like literally somebody's going to be 12 o'clock at night and Empire Essay trying to whale and knock it out and get the achievement and everything else like that. It's just that's how it is. That's just how it is. You get the free summon. So by the time I came in there, my first 10 summon and the weapon was, I think I had 3 of them somehow. So I only had to spend like 7 of my currency and I got the weapon right away. So I had 1 weapon down already. That was day 1. And I showed that in the video, that 1 weapon down. The second day, we ended up getting, because I spent currency. By the way, you should be able to amass 1,000 currency every day in this game until you get to like maybe like until level like 55, going towards 60, where it gets really hard to get currency. Even it doesn't matter, everybody free to play casual, you should average 1,000 currency a day. So you should be able to come over here. This pity for the weapon summon is 30. That means every 30 times that you summon, you're gonna get 1 SSR weapon. You could get lucky now and knock it all out fast, like I did. I did it in 40, basically. I ended up getting Kiki's weapon right here because it's on the rate up, and then I ended up getting Shiyu's weapon because I chose that at first. I changed it over to Dina now, but you can get all that, and I ended up knocking that all out in 40 summons. Basically, this GG, it's over at that point. And I ended up getting to the pity. I get into the pity, and then just getting up out of here at that point. This is the swing that I was talking about earlier, where you could get lucky and get out of here relatively quick. But if you're unlucky, you still can relatively get out of here fast, because you can worry about maybe getting an Icon weapon pretty easy, and then going at, because it's easy because it's 80% and the weight pity is 30. So like, unless you're really unlucky to get that 20%, you're gonna get that weapon relatively fast. And then you just turn around and you focus on this, and again, every 30 you're gonna get 1. So unless you're super unlucky and end up forcing the pity 3 times or something like that, I don't see that actually happening for the most case. And as a free to play, as long as you focus, say, you know what, I'm sitting here, I'm using all the currency on this every day, 1,000, 1,200 on it, which you shouldn't really have to spend. Like you see, I have 2 more right now. Basically from the last 2 days, I believe yesterday and today gave me 2 more. So if I had to somehow focus again, I wouldn't have to spend 1,200. I spend 980 basically, because it's 120 per. So free to play the casual, you could do this in 2 or 3 days. So what he was saying was actually wrong, and I didn't say it that it was in 1 day, which I've never said that in the video. I said that you should be able to knock this all out and have these 6 7. I said I now have, and even in the title it says I now have 6 SSR weapons, as in I now achieved that. Not that I did it all in 1 day. I didn't do it all in 1 day, and I never said that. Now, the thing is that sometimes dudes will play a game and they'll be playing it a long time and just not know something. Don't be the guy to just not know something and then say you can't do something. Don't be that guy. Nobody likes that guy. And to be honest, doing it this way, I didn't actually know to do it this way. What I did before previously is I went and did like maybe 3 or 4 and got out of there. I didn't go for all of them because I didn't pay attention to Shamara contract and how much importance that is to actually have these 6 weapons for that, so you necessarily can go through each individual day with a strong enough team to actually take out all 4 days basically. You at least want to get to 1-on-1 in all 4 days, and to basically have 6 SSR weapons will help you do that because they're basically stat sticks that's just always going to be there no matter what faction the characters are. Is just going to be useful for that, and you'll be able to just knock things out and not have to worry about it. Now after this is going to be hard because this is where those 6 weapons will fall off. Now you officially have to have the teams stronger across the board to do that, which again is going to be account power, which comes back to the original thing, which is why you don't stay in the weapon banner. You go back to the character banner, because now in the character banner is going to help you when it comes over here to this and you start worrying about the library. Oh, I didn't even know I had this, but it didn't really matter much. But that's when you start heading back into this and you start trying to push your data level again and start worrying about your account power right here and all your scaling. So you can actually do better over here and this, if you get what I'm saying, which gives you more currency right here that you can stat buff and worry about this. See, it's funny because people, I had a comment today, it's like, well, why is this game, people like, what's the big deal about this game? The game is a very casual game, but it's a very in-depth game. Like, once you understand all of this and how everything kind of like flows together and you start putting it all together, like, yeah, this kind of got a lot of fun. It's like, it seems like a super waifu game, but it's actually a whole lot more intellectual than that once you get into it and start getting to the nitty-gritty, start paying attention. And then once we do all that and start worrying about that, then you start looking at the leisure center or start trying to put all that together and say, okay, now I need to start working on building all this up. The raw stats, this is not gonna make it. Nope. But anyway, you start getting that power up, start worrying about the bonds, putting the bonds together, leveling it according to whatever characters that you're actually using, and it just snowballs. That's pretty much how you gain power, and it's how I'm gaining power every day without actually really doing anything. Granted, I did obviously spend to get the stamina pack, which helps and everything else like that, but that's not the reason why I progressed the way I progressed. I progressed because I kind of know the gaming balance. I actually know the whole game because I'm on the test server and I have a account completely unlocked, so I already know what's coming already. So that's a little bit unfair, but but real quick, like I was saying, I was on the test server and another creator on the test server saw me on the creator on the server and actually DM me and says like, dude, you playing? I see you on the server. Let's talk. So we started talking, and that's when he told me about the weapon system, and he was like, dude, do this right here, because I wasn't actually doing it in the test server. I just had like 3 or 4, whatever, and I could actually have all of them because we have them all unlocked, but I wasn't doing it. So he's like, dude, do this. And then he's like, and then at 44, you do this, like, trust me, you be gangster. And I was like, all right. So I didn't actually know to do it that way. He told me to do it that way. And I told him a few things too, as far as with the bond system, because he wasn't doing that. Like, it's okay to not know everything and share information with people, but don't be the guy like, you can't do that. Free to play can't do that, because what happens if they can? We got free to play people in the Discord who are not too far behind me. They're like maybe 200K behind me. There's people in the normal Discord who are like that. It's possible. It's RNG though. I have to let you guys know right off the bat. It's not that it's just gonna happen. It just depends on how lucky you are to get characters fast and how lucky you are to get out of the 44 wall. That's what I call it. The 44 weapon wall, because it's like downhill from there. It's like you're going up a hill and you're looking at those 6 SSR weapons. You got to get them. As soon as you get them, downhill. Everything downhill from that point. So it's like, that's literally like the hardest part of the game, believe it or not. It's funny to say that, knowing everything is coming. I'm not going to spoil for you guys, but that literally is the hardest part of the game. So that's all I got for you guys. Like I said, I don't have any currency to summon, so we won't be summoning in this. And yeah, so hopefully you guys understand and this helps you guys out so you can kind of like see where I'm at. And yeah, progress with me as best as you can, whether it be free to play, casual to whale. Also, one more thing, lay off the whales. Y'all be acting like y'all pay server bills. I see people mad. People be telling this guy, he got like 2 million power. How am I supposed to fight that? You're not supposed to fight that. You're not spending. Like, leave whales alone. And the whales don't bother y'all. Like, they just playing the game and they fighting other whales. Like, if you were never going to spend to catch up with that, don't worry about them, in my opinion. I have no problem with them because they are the reason why we can still sit here and play a game like this and not have to worry about spending $14.99 a month. That's the reality of the situation. I haven't spent $14.99 a month. I'm pretty sure they have. So I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.